talking about?
Space Jam.
Oh yeah, Space Jam. None of I'm assuming none of us saw it, but heard it was terrible. Just outside
Yeah,
reviews.
I heard it sucked too.
I guess we could just talk about. Let's assume it does suck, which it probably does. Um,
I mean, it's probably trash because
uh-huh.
the concept is trash.
Right.
Like,
I heard LeBron was there for 2 days too, 2 or 3 days or some shit.
What?
I mean,
That's what
it's
I
like
heard.
90% green screen. Like,
Yeah.
and then like I think a good portion of it he's also animated. But like it's a cash grab movie, and even the first one was a cash grab movie.
Right.
Yeah,
They're
but the first
both
one's iconic.
But
It's
is
only iconic via nostalgia. Like
Right.
it's
I
not a
love
good
Space Jam. I don't know
it's
about you,
not a good movie. Like
Jake.
objectively
Plotline?
speaking, yeah, it's trash.
Yeah, plotline is trash, but like it's a
It's
good
just
movie.
because it came out when you were a kid. Like it's
I
not
said
a good movie.
I saw something like I saw something on Twitter. It was like, you guys are complaining about Space Jam 2 as if Michael Jordan was Denzel Washington in the first one.
Oh my god.
But also, like, not like Michael doesn't do a bad job for being a guy that was never in anything before or
Yeah.
since, basically.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing that I'll like. It's athletes acting,
Yeah.
and the only one who seemingly knows what he's supposed to do is the smallest part in Charles Barkley. But like, it
Charles
is
Barkley that's why I love the movie. Like Charles Barkley's in it. If
for
LeBron was
like
Charles Barkley in
5
Space
minutes.
Jam 2,
Charles Barkley is in it
would've got-
for that therapy scene, and
because
then
he got
He
his
sells
he
it.
got,
He sells
no,
the whole
he's
movie.
one of the ones he's one of the ones who got his powers taken away, Jake.
yeah, I remember, and then it's a cartoon that's not even voiced from by him for the rest of the movie. He's in it for the very beginning, has
Damn,
like 3 lines, and then he's in it at the end where Michael Jordan's like, "Touch this basketball." Like,
Yeah, touch the ball. How do you not think that this movie
it's a
Space Jam
trash
is
movie.
iconic? Space Jam's iconic.
It's
Touch the
all
ball.
nostalgia.
It's like
Just
it's
touch
like
the ball.
It's pure nostalgia. It's
It's
not a good movie.
it's like Batman Returns. Was that the one with the Riddler?
Yeah, I think so.
Like
With
in my head,
the Riddler and
Two-Face.
Two-Face, yeah.
Like in my head, that's iconic and it's amazing. But when you look
Well,
back
it's
at
got-
it, it's like one of the worst movies
What
ever.
what it does do is also similar to Space Jam. What that one did right is it had one song in it that was just fucking great. Yeah, had if Eric
We're
can
not
just
allowed-
stop doing that for a moment, but like,
Yeah.
it's like kiss. I'm gonna end this podcast so fast. You're a terrible singer, and then you got closer to the mic and louder, which is like the opposite of what you're supposed to do. But
I heard
yeah,
that. He pulled it
Kiss-
away and did it.
Yeah, Kiss from a Rose is fucking great, and then Space Jam had I Believe I Can Fly. They just like put two really like emotional songs in, and that's mostly what people think about when they go backwards and actually like remember the movie. Is it's all set to R. Kelly. It's not really like, oh, remember that scene where Bill Murray just shows up and he literally says like, "I'm here
Yes.
via plot hole."
They
Like,
golf.
Thank
Yeah,
you, R.
but that's
Kelly.
the thing. I think Space Jam was self-aware.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
it was.
pure cash grab. I think Space Jam was
100%.
like, you know what's big? Fucking Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes, and I bet we can get a bunch of money from stupid children if we put them in one movie together. That's
Children.
all it is.
I'm Stupid Children too. I love that movie. I still
It's-
love that movie, and I'll stand by it forever and ever and ever.
I mean,
I
it's
can
like,
still sit down and watch the shit out of Space Jam.
then do it.
I will, but not now.
When was the last time you did it?
I actually watched Space Jam not too long ago, so joke's on you.
Not too long ago. So specific.
It's
so
probably
specific.
well because my time
Not
frame
She
since
is
was
so messed
she was
up
8 years
because-
old.
Not since this
Because-
podcast
no.
have you watched it for certain.
because it wasn't July because I was away. But I don't think
You watched
it was
it this
June.
year?
I think it was before June. Yeah, I watched it this year. It was on Netflix.
Why?
Oh wow!
It
And
was
you
on
just had
Netflix.
the audacity to not bring that up until
Space
it was.
Jam is like Space Jam to me is like Disney movies. Like you know how people could like sit there and watch like fucking The Little Mermaid. like over 100 times.
A movie
That's
with like an
Space Jam.
actual plot and build
I mean,
up.
I could watch the Mighty Ducks over and over again, and I don't think
Ooh,
I know
Mighty.
anybody
Yeah,
likes
no,
that.
I like
Mighty Ducks
I love
is a
Mighty
better
Ducks.
movie
I
than
love
Space
Mighty
Jam.
Ducks.
There's also Heavyweights.
Mighty
I
Ducks.
don't know if
Oh,
anyone else saw
Heavyweights
that.
is the Heavyweights is a good one too, Eric.
Is that the
Oh
one we're
my
at?
God.
Is that the fat camp one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
that's
Ben
the
Okay.
Fat
Stiller.
Camp one.
Well, I don't. A lot of the Disney movies like that were like Disney Channel movies.
Oh, was
I
it?
didn't.
No, that wasn't a Disney Channel. Heavyweights
What
wasn't
was
a Disney
that?
Channel movie.
I think that went straight to.
It could have been Disney, but it wasn't on
No,
Disney
it
Channel.
wasn't.
Well, it wasn't
Disney Channel
in
because it was
theaters,
Ben
though.
Stiller. It
No,
definitely.
no.
I think it was because Ben Stiller
It
was the lead.
Yeah, but there was a point where Ben Stiller wasn't like the bookable like lead that we know him as today.
Yeah.
I don't know. That movie was.
Well, but
I
think
guess-
about
I
like
guess it's possible, but I always thought
it definitely
was-
came out before Mystery Men, which was like I
Heavyweights
think
is old.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It came out before that, and
Yeah.
I think that was during the era where Ben Stiller was like not the guy. Like he was the same
Yeah.
era where he was like the fourth character
Friends.
in an Adam Sandler movie. Like Ben Stiller was in Friends.
I
He was.
could have swore he was. Yeah,
No,
he was the
he
angry
was-
guy, right?
He was in one episode. It was.
Oh yeah, well
kinda
that's
funny.
I was gonna say like,
He was like a
in
special
Friends, yeah.
guest. No, he was one of the leading friends.
Yeah.
He was
Would've been
Ross's.
Would have been
Russ's
amazing.
brother.
Yeah. All right. So basically, does the new Space Jam warrant the hate that it's receiving?
No
I-
hate. I mean,
I think
It's
what it
stupid.
is a bunch of like 28 to 38 year olds being like, this doesn't give like this isn't the Space Jam that came out when I was
Yeah.
8. It was like, yeah, no shit. Like
yeah. Jake
I
is
think if
spot
you're
on.
like a child, and it's probably enjoyable if you're a child that just wants to watch something goofy for like an hour and 20. But if
Right.
you're
Or if
like
you're,
an
like-
adult coming into a new setting, being like, oh, I really need to see compare this to when I was 8. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
no, Jake, you're
it's
spot
not
on.
the same
You're
viewing
so spot on.
experience.
I
Like
still would like to watch it just for the sake of like watching how ridiculous it probably
Are we gonna
is.
watch it on the pod?
well, we
Probably.
say
Hold for Everything podcast.